something to do with it, but that doesn't completely explain it to me. And if, in fact, we get to Glens Falls, I'm going to do some talking with some of the state people and find
I think that should be changed. We should mention in the box tonight they've been all year long. Official timekeepers, Max Schoen, and, of course, the man in the microphone, as he's been for the last few years, actually took over for me a number of years ago, Joe Carroll.
Oh, that's right. We're just about set to start here. It will be Terry Healy centering Phil McCarthy and Steve Masterpolo. And on defense, it is going to be, let's see here, Scott Healy and John Gugasberg for Massena. Bill McQuaig centering Mark DeRushy and Chris Wiley. McLean and Frigo on the points. We're just about set to drop the puck, and we're underway. And the puck poke check deep in the Massena zone right off the faceoff. Back for it. Frigo trying to feed it around to DeRushy. The puck bounces back to the blue line out to center ice. Controlled by Shenendehowa. McQuaig poke checks it away. Trying to take it across. He's tied up. The puck goes to, well, it's picked up by Gugasberg. He centers it to the red line. McQuaig right there trying to feed it ahead. It's stolen across the blue line. Quick shot high over the net. And the faceoff will come in the Massena zone to the left side as an opportunity there for Phil McCarthy, but he didn't get good wood on it.
Well, he was rushed too. Massena defense was on him. He had to get that shot off quickly. As he did, he followed through with it a little bit high and went way over the glass. Faceoff will be just outside the Massena blue line.
It will be the Buffy Richards line out for Massena and Todd Helfrich for Shenendehowa. Joubert on the left side and Glenn on the right side. Northrup and Dowd, the two wingers on the Richards line. Of course, Timmy Dowd, the hero in the Potsdam win last weekend in the sectional title game. Off the faceoff, the puck poke checked in the Massena zone, goes in behind the net, picked up by Bobby Page. Page whistles it over. In there is Rob Chilton trying to move it around the boards. It goes back to Page. Here's Bobby Page. Headman pass goes to Buffy Richards. A little bit too far. That'll be an icing call on Massena right there. And the faceoff will move back in the Raiders zone.
Well, it was sort of a shovel pass. Page tried to get that up to Richards, but as he did, he almost threw the puck, so it went right over Richards' stick. He had no really chance on that. Of course, the call for icing. Face-off back in the Massena zone.
Left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. No score in the hockey game. Helfrich will face it off against Richards. Off the draw, the puck back to the blue line. Healy with it, trying to dump it in behind the net. It goes to Bobby Page. Page trying to move it around to Chilton. Chilton throws a check. Buffy Richards picks up the puck and starts out. Here comes Richards, breaking up ice. Takes it past the blue line, out to center ice, taken off his stick by Joubert. Joubert now dumps it right back into the Massena zone. In behind the net, Robbie Chilton with it again. Chilton stops in the corner. Steps by a check, trying to slide it ahead to Northrup. Goes in behind the net. After it is Joubert. Richards throws the check. They jam at it. Puck comes free into the corner. Back to the point it goes. Here's Healy trying to feed it into the corner again. Puck free behind the net. Page throws a big check. Buffy Richards wants to tie the puck up. And no, the puck's still moving. Check's being thrown. Finally, they blow it dead. And we'll have a face-off left side in the Massena zone.
Looks like maybe Stan Moore is bringing that center man back 2 or 3 times. Buffy Richards went back in his own zone behind the net to pick up the puck to help out the Massena defense.
We're going to see the third lines out there now. The Dave Romeo line from Massena. And it will be Ron Kuhl out there. Kuhl centering Eddie and Moratz. Off the faceoff, puck goes back to the blue line, kept in there. The backhander goes into the corner. Peter McLean after it. McLean in behind the net, starting to move it out into the corner. Here's McLean waiting. Starts to move it himself. Headman pass goes off a stick, picked up and dumped back into the Massena end. Back there is Frigo. Frigo looks to tie it up. The puck slides free. Here's McLean trying to face it ahead. The puck bouncing around in the corner again. Now they jam for it. Puck still free. Poke checked in behind the net. Frigo with it. Frigo whistles it around the boards. Up to the wing and out to center ice. Here comes David Romeo. Romeo breaking down. Takes the shot. Now he tries to slide it through and the save made by Valeni. Now it's Hurlbut in the corner, taken out of the play. The puck comes free to Gugasberg, and he fires it down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against Shenendehowa, and we'll move the faceoff back in the Plainsman's end to the left of goaltender Valeni.
Well, the first 2 minutes of play, Shenendehowa, you can see what they're trying to do. I think they're not trying to carry that puck in at all. I think they're trying to throw the puck in the Massena end, put a lot of pressure on the Massena defense.
It's obvious why they're doing that.
I'm sure they know that Tommy Dion is out.
Healy and McQuaig facing off. Plainsman ends. No score. We're in the first period. Off the draw. The puck bouncing. DeRushy trying to pick it up. gets a shot, goes wide. That was deflected. Valenti in behind the net, trying to clear it, and the puck comes free as he got a little bit of a check there from Wiley. Now they move it up along the boards. Trying to forecheck is McQuaig. The puck comes back to the blue line. DeRushy gets a piece of it, and we have a whistle.
We got a penalty, I believe, coming up.
And I don't know who it's on.
I'm not either. The referee on the far side called it.
Called it from about a mile away.
I'm not sure. I don't, no idea what's
I don't think the players realize it's going to go against Massena, apparently. Wiley's going to get the game.
Wiley going off, right? I didn't see that at all.
No. So, we'll see a power play here for the Plainsmen. Let's see what we're going to have. I guess we're going to have that first line out there, Healy, McCarthy, and Master Polo. And at the points, it will be Scott Healy and Gugasberg. And from what we've heard, they have a pretty good power play. Richards, Chilton, Northrup, and Page out there to try to kill this one off. Here comes Gugasberg. Moving it down ice. He's going to dump it right on. Jeffrey has to make the save, goes into the corner with it. After it is Master Polo. He's taken out of the play. The puck slides back to Gugasberg at the point. Trying to feed it through. Hard check thrown by Page. Page goes after the puck, pokes it in behind the net. Picked up there by Healy. Tries to wrap around. Puck free in front. They jam at it, and it's in behind the net again. After it is McCarthy. McCarthy trying to feed it along the boards. They jam for it. Hard check thrown there by Chilton. The puck slides free. After it, Northrup. Northrup trying to get a stick on it. He does, but loses his stick. The puck picked up by Healy behind the net. Here's Healy, whistling it around with 50 seconds left. Back to the point it goes. Gugasberg. Gugasberg slides it in the corner. They move right front, backhand shot, the save, the rebound, bouncing around in the slot, and it goes into the corner. Northrup there, looking to tie it up. The puck comes free, and Bobby Page takes a whack at it, trying to whistle it around the boards. Gugasberg keeps it in, trying to feed it through. They move the puck back to the point. Gugasberg, the shot, through a screen, and it goes wide. Page takes a whack at it, clears it down the length of the ice. And they do have a good power play.
They do have a good power play. They control the puck. They had a good chance as the man in back of the net came out and took a shot on Massena goal.
Here comes McLean on the long pass, intercepting and feeds it back to the red line. Gugasberg there. He and DeRushy go after it. Puck poke free. McQuaig has it. 1-on-2. He is taken out of the play. The puck comes free, and it's at the blue line with 4 seconds left to play in the power play. Here's Healy with it, and the penalty is up. Wiley's back out on the ice. Now they move it into the Massena zone. Pete McLean is right there to intercept it just inside the blue line. And they're going to make some changes as the puck comes to McQuaig. McQuaig feeds DeRushy, left wing, trying to get through to Wiley. Wiley over skates. McQuaig pokes it, and the save made by Valenti. Into the corner it goes. McQuaig with it, behind the net, feeding DeRushy. Here's DeRushy right in front, trying to pass it through, and it's intercepted. And a good opportunity for Massena. Back the other way. The puck poke checked away. DeRushy with it. DeRushy to Wiley. Wiley bouncing it, jumps over everybody's stick, and it goes back to Valenti, takes a whack at it, and back out to center ice. Valenti. Peter McLean there, feeding it over to his partner, Bobby Page. Page over skates, pokes it away, but it comes to McLean. Peter has it. On the off wing, goes to Wiley. Wiley's pass intercepted. Back it goes into the Massena end, and Jeffrey stops at side of the net. In behind the net. The puck goes to Page. Page with it. Off the boards. Wiley. Wiley over skates it. Puck intercepted. McQuaig's there to pick it up, though, and backhand it deep in the zone as Massena's going to make a line change. Hart is out there, looks to tie it up in the corner, gets by a check. The puck is tied, and we'll have a face-off in the zone of Shenendehowa. Massena with a good chance there a couple of minutes ago, Reg, and things have started to even out a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. First 2 minutes, Shenendehowa sort of took charge as they bottled up Massena in their own end, but I think he got maybe first, game jitters or something. Then Massena took charge a little bit and controlling the puck in the Shenendehowa end. No score, 9:47 to go, first period.
And we have the face-off. Romeo out there to take the draw against Cool in the Shenendehowa zone. Right side, they jam at it. Puck comes free. It's poked into the corner by Nell. In behind the net, Gugasberg has it. Now it's cleared around the boards. Hurlbut steps in. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free. They jam at it, and it goes up into the stands. So we'll have a face-off, probably at the top of the circle. No, they're going to face it off in the circle in the Shenendehowa zone, left side. Massena will make a defensive change. Coming out will be Peter McLean. And, Whalen's on the ice tonight.
Well, I talked to Stan Moore before the game. He said Whalen's going to dress. He said we'll spot him and see what happens.
Okay. Whalen has been in but mostly out of the lineup this year, but he was one of the top defensemen starting out the season. Here's Marat trying to clear the zone, kept in there, but now it's cleared out by Maratz again. He dumps it into the Massena zone. Peter McLean going after it, takes a whack at it. Puck comes free in the corner. They jam, and it's picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut drops it for McLean behind the net. He comes around on the other side for Whalen. Whalen steps by a check and feeds it to Romeo, who pokes it ahead, starts racing down the ice. Taken away from him by Nell. The puck back the other way. Here's Gugesberg. He's knocked off the puck, gets up again, trying to slide through. He can motor. Taken out of the play, but offsides will be called anyway.
So you got to watch that Gugesberg. I tell you, he's short and stocky. He's hard to knock down. He was hit 3 times by the Massena players, still unable to get him down.
9 minutes even left in the first period. No score in the hockey game. Massena, Shenendehowa. Buffy Richards line out there now against the Helfrich line. Todd Helfrich, Adam Jubert, and Jamie Glynn. No score, 0-0. Chilton out there with Page on the points. Spear takes a whack at it. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free up into the Massena bench, and we'll have a face-off. And Spear was not given to me by the coach as going to play some defense, but apparently he's going to. Oh, yes, he was. I'm sorry. Okay, on my wrong list there. Okay, Spear. Here comes Northrup, banging it off the boards, deep in the Shenendehowa zone. It's Healy after it, in behind the net. Richards trying to forecheck. Now comes around to Jubert. Stepped in there is Northrup. He can't control, and back comes Spear the other way. Spear feeds it deep in the Massena end. Bobby Page trying to pick up with it in the corner. Leaves the puck. It's poke check free. Picked up there. They move it around right in front. It goes right across the goal mouth by Jubert. Picked up by Northrup. Northrup trying to step by a check. Chilton has it. Chilton gets by a check. Now comes to Helfrich. They jam for it, and finally coming in to pick it up is Buffy Richards. Bangs it out to center ice. Spear trying to feed it right back in the Massena zone. Stopped behind the net by Jeffrey. Page for Massena. Drops it over on the other side for Chilton. Chilton, head man pass to Buffy Richards. Richards steps around a check, starts to move it ahead to Northrup. Northrup backhands it into the Shenendehowa zone as Massena's going to make a line change. Back there is Gugesberg. His pass intercepted. Here comes Wiley into the corner. Durashi, his pass deflected. The puck comes back to the blue line out to center ice. It's poked by Spear. And finally down into the Massena end. And it's left by Jeffrey for McLean. McLean ahead to Wiley. Wiley's poke check, gets it back again, dumps it ahead. Gugesberg mishandles it, gets it back again. Durashi trying to feed him, and the puck comes out to center ice. Here's McLean feeding it through, intercepted. McCarthy got a 2-on-1, and his pass is a little bit too far, goes in behind the net. That was meant for Master Polo. Now McCarthy upended behind the net. The puck comes free, they jam at it. Master Polo, and coming away with it, free go. Nice play. Now he loses right in front. Jeffrey makes the save, holds on. The whistle blows, and we'll have a face-off. Big save for Greg Jeffrey.
Not a lot of saves so far. That's only about the second and third saves that Jeffrey's made. Ralph Valente in goal for Shenendehowa. That one got for one save. Massena not getting a lot of chances early here in the first period. No score.
McQuaig's line stays out there for Massena against the Terry Healy line. Face off to the left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. And we're waiting for them to drop the puck, and they do. Off the draw. McQuaig trying to come up with it. They jam at it, still in the circle, and it's now behind the net. Bobby Page. Page trying to backhand it. We're going to have, what, a penalty?
We got a roughing call. I think it's against Chilton. I'm not sure. I think Robbie Chilton called for a roughing right on that face-off. So again, Shenendehowa go on their second power play of the night.
7:05 left to play here. Period number 1. No score in the hockey game. Massena has to kill another penalty here. So Healy's line stays out there. And Healy and Gugesberg, that's the other Healy, Scott, will be at the blue line. Coming out to kill, McLean and Frigo, Buffy Richards and Scott Northrup. Face-off just inside the Massena zone. Off the face-off, out to center ice. Gugesberg at the red line now. Looking to move it around. Goes to Scott Healy, who dumps it in the Massena zone. Intercepted. Peter McLean jams it, trying to get it out. Kept in by Healy. Here's Healy trying to feed it through to Master Polo. Poke checked away back to the blue line. Gugesberg over to Healy. Moving it around in the corner. Back to Gugesberg. The big shot fired it wide. Comes around the other side to Healy. Taken out of the play, and the puck poke check down the ice. Nice play by Scotty Northrup that time. Valeni stops it, leaves it for Guggisberg. A minute left in the power play. Here comes Healy now dropping back to Guggisberg. Long headman pass to McCarthy. He can't control it. McLean intercepts, feeds it back to the red line. Guggisberg. Guggisberg takes it in on the off wing, offside. Face off outside the Massena zone.
And Master Polo over there in that right wing got about a half a step ahead. And Shenendehowa on the power play. We've got 45 seconds left in the penalty to Massena's Chilton. And no score.
6:20 left in the first period. Healy against McQuaig out there with DeRushy to try to kill it off. We're still waiting for them to. There we go. Off the faceoff. It comes to Healy at the red line. Over to Master Polo. Back, or I should say Guggisberg, back to Healy, who dumps it deep in the Massena end. DeRushy takes a whack at it. Goes all the way back to the blue line. Kept in by Guggisberg. Now over on the other side to Healy. Healy left side. Back at the point. Starting to move it around. Healy still got it. Trying to dump it through the middle. Intercepted by Frigo. Frigo dumps it down the ice with 20 seconds left in the power play. Valeni steers it in the corner for Guggisberg. He and DeRushy go together. Guggisberg and DeRushy still jam at it. It's poke checked ahead. McQuaig picks up the puck. McQuaig trying to keep control of it. They jam for it. It's still inside the Shenendehowa zone. Finally, it's Guggisberg. Headman goes to Scott Healy across the blue line. Peter McLean takes him out of the play, and he's going to be called for a penalty.
Yep, no doubt
and
about
Chilton's
that.
back out on the ice, but the penalty to McLean, they're going to call him for hooking. So Massena goes right back on the penalty-killing situation here. And they'll have to try to kill off another penalty.
Chilton had just stepped out of the box when that penalty occurred. So Massena's still down a man. Still going to try to kill off the, it'll be the third penalty of the afternoon for Massena. Shenendehowa yet to pick up a penalty.
Face-off will come in the Massena zone. They're going to go out with Helfrich's line, as that first power play unit was out there the whole first power play.
Right.
I imagine this one will go about half, and if they don't score, they'll go back with that first power play unit. Off the face-off, puck back to the point. Here's Guggisberg. He loses it, goes back to center ice. Guggisberg with the puck now at the red line. Takes a whack at it, bangs it deep in the Massena zone. We're going to have what?
That's an icing.
Icing, I guess. Yeah, that's right.
I'm not sure what Guggisberg was thinking of. He was way on his own side of the red line, and really there was nobody around him. He just threw the puck in. I'm not sure if he realized maybe he was on the power play.
Could be.
But anyway, it's a break for Massena because the face-off is back in the Shenendehowa and Massena, of course, killing the penalty. 5:20 to go in this first period, and there's no score.
We're going to have Richards and Northrop back out there. Chilton and Page. Off the face-off. They've got that first unit out there once again. The Healy line. And here comes Guggisberg. Feeding it down the wing, and Master Polo poke checked away nicely by Northrop. It comes back to the blue line. Healy backhands it ahead to Master Polo. He dumps it deep in the Massena, and Chilton going after it, trying to take him out of the play. Now it's Scott Healy picking the puck up, moving it back along the boards, goes back to Guggisberg. Guggisberg fakes the shot, goes to Healy. He whacks at it. It's blocked, and there's a penalty on Shenendehowa.
There's a tripping call as
Healy tripped up.
Okay, but Page picked up another penalty. That was right in front of the Massena bench. Not a good penalty by Bobby Page.
A roughing call on Page.
A roughing call on Page. The tripping call had already been made. Healy going off for tripping, but now Page going off for roughing. I think it's a roughing call.
Yeah, that's what it was. 4:50 left in the period. Still no score in the hockey game. 49 seconds left, so that's not going to really change anything at all. So for the next 49 seconds, we'll play just the same way.
In fact, it's a matching, it'll be matching minors.
So
they won't.
It'll still be 5-on-4.
It'll be still be 5-on-4. They won't even put them on the clock, Jerry.
Which may be in Massena's advantage. I don't know. Would have been more in their advantage to even it up, though. Well, let's see. We're going to see Glenn out there taking the face-off. Hubert and Well, wait a minute. Now another change. Let's see here. Hubert and... okay, Helfrich now is going to take the face-off. And we got a few too many men on the ice there. I think they're going to get a penalty.
I think we're going to get a penalty as they had dropped the puck. They had too many men on the ice.
Bill MacArthur made a line change, but he made it too late.
He made it
Actually,
too late.
defensive change.
Right, he made it after the puck was dropped. They can't do that.
And so now, there's
a break.
another penalty.
There's a break for Massena right there.
That's right.
We had too many men on the ice.
Of course, the last change goes to the home team.
Right.
So at 4:48, another penalty will go against Shenendehowa. So they'll have to send somebody over in the penalty box. And that, I would think, will nullify their man advantage.
Right. That'll nullify the penalty to Peter McLean. They'll be playing, 4 men aside now. Helfrich will sit out that penalty.
So it's 4-on-4. McQuaig's out there, along with DeRushy. Here comes McQuaig rather, trying to slide it into the zone. He does. It's taken off his stick, and back comes Gugasberg. Poke checked away by DeRushy, but following up on the play is Glynn. Glynn centers it. Here's a save by Jeffrey on the shot from just inside the blue line.
Big save. That was headed for the corner. Jeffrey got his stick on it and puts it over the glass into the corner where the Zamboni is. So the face-off in Massena, and both teams skating four-side, no score with 4:33 left, first period.
Hubert and Glynn up front, and it's Healy and Gugasberg at the blue line. McQuaig will take the face-off. He's out there with DeRushy and Chilton and McLean. Or not McLean, that is, I'll pick it up. Here's a shot. Oh, big save by Jeffrey off Gugasberg. And the puck goes in behind the net. Here's DeRushy with it. Drop pass, goes back to Chilton. Chilton starts to move it out. Or excuse me, that's Whalen. Whalen, headman to DeRushy, crosses the blue line. DeRushy trying to center it, comes right in front. And the puck picked up there by Scott Healy. Healy trying to feed it down. That's intercepted by Whalen. He slides it back in. Gugasberg gets by a check. Starts back the other way. He's going to shoot from center ice. Fakes the shot. Offside. He faked his own man off that time.
He faked his own man offside as Glynn was waiting there in the blue line. He thought he was going to take the shot. That is, Jober was going to take the shot, but he faked it, putting Glynn offside. Face off just outside Massena blue line.
Peter McLean will be back out on the ice in 1 second, and Massena will have a power play. Short one, but nevertheless a power play. No score. 4:02 left to go first period. DeRushy and McQuaig still out there to take. McQuaig will take the face-off. Off the draw, the puck bouncing around, comes to Chilton. Chilton headman to DeRushy to McQuaig. Here comes Billy breaking down the ice. DeRushy into the corner. It goes in behind the net. After it, there's Buffy Richards. He can't control, and it's dumped down the ice by Shenendehowa. They're on a power play, or they're on a penalty killing, so no icing. Chilton behind his own net starts to move it out. 22 seconds left. Here comes McQuaig. He crosses the blue line. McQuaig in the corner. Takes it behind the net, moving it around. Here's McQuaig now. Back to the point. Buffy Richards. Richards over to McLean. He takes the shot, deflected just wide. Puck goes around the Dashers. Takes a weird bounce. McQuaig has it. He is tied up. They jam for it. Back to the point it goes Buffy Richards. Richards trying to feed McQuaig. He pokes it through. Into the corner it goes. They jam at it, and it's picked up there by Shenendehowa, trying to clear it. Buffy Richards keeping it in. It bounces around, takes another funny bounce. They jam at it, and now we're going to have a face-off, and that'll take care of the penalty.
All penalties over.
So we're back to full strength. 3:06 left in the first period. Still no score in the hockey game. Face-off will be top of the face-off circle in the Shenendehowa end. Dave Romeo's line coming out there. And who are we going to see? We're going to see the Ron Cool line. Cool, Eddie, and Maratz for Shenendehowa.
They pretty much matched up the lines, Jerry, going 1, 2, 3 pretty much.
Romeo will take the face-off. McLean. And here's the face-off right into the corner. They jam at it, and it comes past Frigo out to center ice. Frigo to McLean. Peter with the puck now in his own end. Headman pass goes to Hurlbut. Hurlbut takes a whack at it, kicks it ahead. Here comes Kenny across the blue line. He's taken out of the play, and they jam for it. The puck in the corner. Now Hurlbut, after it finally, it's tied up Romeo in to help out as well, along with Spear and Eddie, and we'll have a face-off.
Hurlbut was dumped that time. The Massena crowd calling for a penalty, but no penalty was called.
2:42 left to play here. Period number 1, no score. Now both teams will make line change here. It will be Richards' line out there. against the Helfrich line. Chilton and Page come out to play the points. Gugesberg in behind the net, now trying to drop it. It goes to Nell. Nell moving it, circles, being forechecked by Buffy Richards. Now over to Gugesberg. Gugesberg still has the puck, feeding Nell. Nell breaks out of his own end. Here comes Nell. He's just going to dump it. Goes right on Jeffrey. Has to make the save, and Page after it. That one kind of a knuckleball. Now the puck around the boards. Goes to Northrup. Scotty with the puck. Starts to move it. Feeding Buffy Richards. Northrup trying to follow. There's going to be an offside on Massena. Delay. It's back out to center ice. Chilton takes a whack at it. Right on. Valeni makes the save. Puck goes in the corner to Gugesberg. Gugesberg trying to head it out to center ice. Goes off a leg. Bounces to Bobby Page. Page dumps it right back in the zone. Right back to Gugesberg. Gugesberg starts out. 1:50 left to play. His headman pass. They move it around. Puck poke checked away. Here comes Bill McQuaig in the corner. Trying to dump it back to the blue line. It's intercepted by Joubert. Joubert racing down the other side. Here's Joubert trying to get by. He's taken out of the play by Bobby Page, and Page picks up the puck. Nice job by Page. Page has it taken away by Healy. Healy in the corner now. Moving it back to the blue line. It's poke checked away out to center ice. The puck dumped right back in. That's going to be the lay offside. Now Chilton dumps it down the ice, and icing will be called.
They're getting a little tired out there. Chilton and Page have been out there quite a while, and just wanted to get off the ice, get a little rest. Chilton decides to ice the puck. 1:21 to go in the first period, and no score.
Healy's line out there, the McQuaig line out for Massena. Face off in the Raiders zone to the right of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. 1:21 left in the period. No score in the hockey game. Off the face-off, they jam at it. The puck comes free. Here's a shot right on. Not a hard shot. Jeffrey will hold on to it, though, as Healy got a weak shot off, and the save made by Greg Jeffrey. We'll do it all over again with 1:16 left in the period and no score in the hockey game. Big crowd here this afternoon. Again, the face-off to the right as the official checks out the net behind Jeffrey. Apparently everything okay. Healy against McQuaig one more time here. Off the draw, comes back to the point. Gugesberg, the shot, the save by Jeffrey. The rebound, they jam at it, poke it, and Durushi comes up with it. Drops it for Frigo. Frigo whistles it around the boards for Wiley. Wiley gets it out to center ice. Gugesberg trying to feed it through. Wiley intercepts again. Dumps it ahead to the red line. It's Healy with the puck now, and he feeds it right back in the Massena zone. After it is Master Polo, but coming up with is Peter McLean. McLean around to Wiley. We're under a minute to play in the period. Wiley has it poked away. Gugesberg again, the shot. Oh, big save by Jeffrey. The puck whistles back to the blue line. We're going to have a tripping call. And this time it's going to go against Shenendehowa. As Phil McCarthy is going to get the gate for tripping. No, wait a minute. I take that back. It happened right in front of the net. Well, wait.
I'm not sure who's. Nobody wants to admit to it.
I think it was McCarthy. I'm pretty sure.
I think McCarthy went back into the box, but the referee said, "Hey, somebody's got to get into the penalty box." So Shenendehowa definitely had the penalty.
Oh, wait a minute. I think Healy is going to get the gate. I think McCarthy was the guilty party.
Okay, number 9, Terry Healy, centers that first line, will be in the box.
McCarthy went right to the bench as quickly as he could, and I think he got away with one there, but Shenendehowa didn't. Massena goes on the power play. Buffy Richards playing 1 point along with Pete McLean. Richards feeds it ahead. Durushi in the corner. Drops to McQuaig. McQuaig to Durushi. Durushi drops it back to the point, and it goes out to center ice. Richards wasn't quite ready. Goes over to Peter McLean. McLean back to Richards. Richards, a little trouble with it. Here's Buffy. Trying to poke it through. Poke checked away. And back to the Massena blue line. 16 seconds in the period. Here comes Wiley. Across. Into the corner. Here's Wiley. He's still got it. Behind the net. Durushi shoots. Nice save by Valeni. A nice setup by Chris Wiley.
He spotted Durushi right in front, and he threw it out to him. Actually, he didn't get really a lot of wood out of it, but he got the shot off as quick as he could. But Ralph Valeni come up with the save with only 8 seconds to go. First period, Massena on a power play. Face-off in the Shenendehowa zone. 55
seconds left in the power play. McQuaig will take the draw. And let's see here. I don't know who's going to take the face-off, McCarthy or Gugasberg is going to take the face-off. I guess he does everything for this team. Off the draw, they jam at it. The puck back to the blue line. McCarthy backhands it to center ice. Buffy Richards right there. Over on the other side, McLean. Ahead to Wiley, offsides on Massena as the period ends anyway. So we played a period of hockey here at the Massena Arena. And in a quarterfinal game in the New York State Tournament, after a period of play, there's no score in the hockey game. We do want to remind you that the broadcast this afternoon is brought to you by the 284 Club. Defenseman. Well, Healy will go into the box for 47 seconds. Massena will be on the power play as we get ready to start period number 2. Ralph Valeni will be defending the goal to our left, the lobby end goal, and Greg Jeffrey to goal to our right. McCarthy will take the faceoff. He'll be out there with Master Polo, Gugasberg, and Scott Healy. McQuaig's line, as I mentioned, and McLean and Buffy Richards on the points. No score in the hockey game. We're still waiting. Apparently, Master Polo encroaching the circle. Now they drop the puck off the faceoff. It comes to Peter McLean at his own blue line. Over to Buffy Richards. Back to McLean. McLean to McQuaig and loses it off his stick. It's dumped back to center ice. I think they called an offside anyway.
Offsides anyway. Let's see. I think DeRushy was just a step over as McLean tried to hit Billy McQuaig going up the center. Calling the offside. Face-off just outside the Shenendehowa blue line.
Again, McCarthy and McQuaig will draw. Off the face-off, back to Peter McLean. Headman pass goes to Wiley too far. It's poke check back to center ice. Here's McLean with it. Over to Buffy Richards. 28 seconds left. To DeRushy. Back to Richards. Behind him. He has to come back for it. Over to Peter McLean. Back to Buffy Richards. Richards. Headman's to McQuaig. He can't control it. It's back to the blue line. McQuaig picks it. Steps around a check and takes it across. Here's McQuaig now into the corner. Takes it behind the net. He's still got it. Moving it around. Drops it back to Peter McLean at the point. Over to Buffy Richards. Richards winds a shot. Goes wide. Bouncing around in front of the net. They jam at it. DeRushy fired it just wide. DeRushy's got it as the penalty expires. Here's DeRushy in behind the net. Trying to center right in front. They hit the net. And the puck in behind the net again. I think that went off a defenseman. DeRushy upended. Healy's out there. He's got the puck. Looks to tie it up and does. And we'll have a face-off. A couple of good chances for the Raiders.
Good chance for the Raiders in front as DeRushy using his size behind the net as he's done all year. Trying to control that puck back there. Again, the bouncing puck in front. Massena just couldn't get a stick on that bouncing puck. Penalties over face-off in the Shenandoah zone.
Dave Romeo's line out there. Well, wait a minute here. Romeo's out there with Dowd and Northrup because Buffy was on the point.
Right.
So Romeo will center. Actually, he's the second line. And it's Ron Cool. Off the face-off, puck goes in behind the Shenendehowa net. After it there is Spear. Spear feeds it over on the other side for Healy. Healy trying to headman, comes out to center ice. Here comes Cool. Across the blue line, the big shot goes wide behind the net. Whistles back to Spear at the point. He centers it. Chilton gets a stick on it. Oh, he threw a hard check. The puck comes free back to the blue line. Spear pokes it. Into the corner it goes. After it there, trying to pick it up is Cool. Centering pass comes in front. Here's an opportunity. They fire it wide. Now the puck around on the other side. Taking a whack at it. Massena's got an opportunity, and the puck comes too far. Intercepted. Goes back to the Massena blue line into the zone. Bobby Page with it. Over to Chilton. Chilton looking to move it out. His pass intercepted. Here's an opportunity. A shot, the save, the rebound. Picked up by Northrup. And the face-off will come in the Massena end. The net went off its moorings, I guess.
Big save as Greg Jeffries. Massena defense, a little lapse there. Chilton trying to throw that puck up the middle, put it right on the Shenendehowa's forward stick. He came in, took the shot, and a good save by Greg Jeffries.
Oh, it's Joubert who came in on the left side. Perfect pass from the Massena defense, unfortunately. But Greg Jeffrey came up big when he had to. McQuaig's line out there now against the Healy line. Now they're going to try to make the last change again, and the official's not going to allow it. As coming back off the ice will be Scott Healy. Off the face-off. Puck comes free. DeRushy with it. Backhand pass meant for Wiley. Intercepted by Gugasberg. Gugasberg trying to feed it ahead. DeRushy picks it up. He can't control it. and it's back into the Massena end. Peter McLean back there after it. McLean around the boards for Frigo. Frigo takes a whack at it, now comes back the other way, over to Pete McLean. Here's McLean, steps by a check, starts to move it. Headman pass goes to McQuaig. It bounces off his stick, back out to center ice. Well, that puck is taking some weird bounces here this afternoon. In behind the net again. Peter McLean gets by a check, whistles it around the boards, intercepted by Master Polo. His pass centered. We have a whistle. We're going to have what, a penalty?
I think we had a penalty. It was away from the puck. I'm not...
No, man in the crease. Man in the crease.
Okay,
he was pointing at somebody, but it was a man in the crease. Okay.
Face off outside the Massena blue line. 12:27 to go, second period, and no score.
Dave Romeo's line back out there now for Massena. Romeo out there with Hart and Hurlbut. And it's going to be Kuhl's line out there. Kuhl with Marat and Eddie. Gugesberg playing the point, along with Nell. For Massena, we'll pick it up in a moment. It's going to be Whalen for one, and Page, I guess. Here's Marat in behind the net, trying to circle. A wraparound comes free in front. They jam at it. And where's the puck? Bouncing around, and it comes behind the net. Picked up there by Hurlbut. Hurlbut, long headman pass meant for Romeo, and it's intercepted there. And back to the Massena blue line. Page has a jump over his stick. Whalen comes in for it, picks it up behind the net. Whalen has it taken away. The puck back to the blue line. They jam at it, still bouncing around. After it is Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to carry it out of the zone. Poke checked away. They spar at it. Whalen whistles it in behind the net. Meant for Hart. Comes to Page. Page looks to tie it up, and we'll have a face-off in the Massena end. Massena having a little trouble there clearing their zone.
Well, that puck, as you say, was just bouncing for some reason.
It has been all game.
All game, really, for both teams.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to slide along the ice at all, just bouncing around out there for both clubs, and both clubs having a tough time handling the puck.
Buffy Richards' line out there now against the Helfrich line. So it's pretty much been line against line here tonight, Reg. Very unlike the Potsdam game.
Both Shenendehowa and Massena trying to go line for line. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
11:40 left in the second period. Still no score in the hockey game. 0-0. Off the faceoff. The puck in the circle. They jam at it. Frigo picks it up. Stops in behind the Massena net. Starts out left side of Jeffrey. Headman pass on the stick of Richards. Now to Dowd. Here comes Timmy across the blue line. Stops. Trying to center right in front. Northrup taken out of the play. The puck picked up there by Joubert. They jam at it. Picked up again. And we have a whistle. Apparently, Shenendehowa touched it. And the penalty will come against the Plainsmen. Let's see who the guilty party is. That is going to be, let's see here, John Spear going off the ice. And Massena will go on the power play. Faceoff will come just inside the Shenendehowa end. The Bill McQuaig line coming out there. We're going to have Richards and McLean at the points. Out there to take the faceoff will be Joubert to try and kill it off the face. The puck comes to Richards. Richards tried to feed it, and Gugesberg picks it up, centers it to Healy, who dumps it down the length of the ice. Comes in behind the Massena net, stopped by Jeffrey, who leaves it for Buffy Richards. Buffy with a puck now. Headman pass to McQuaig. Here comes Bill McQuaig down the right wing side into the zone. McQuaig takes it into the corner. Circles, drops it to the point. Buffy Richards winds the shot deflected. Into the corner it goes. Gugesberg and Durashi. Durashi picks it up. Steps in front of the net. The short side shot just wide. May have been a save. Whistle. Man in the crease, I think.
I think he called man in the crease. I think Wiley was in the crease that time as Durashi came out again from the end like he's done a number of times this year. Took that short side shot on there, but Wiley was in the crease.
Save was made anyway by Valeni. McQuaig will face off against Terry Healy. Just outside again. Off the draw. The puck comes deep in the Shenendehowa end. Healy picks it up, centers it down the ice. And that was meant for Master Polo, but it goes all the way down the ice. And Buffy Richards picks it up. Richards circles now with 49 seconds left in the power play. Buffy starts to move it up. Feeds it to Pete McLean. McLean to Wiley. Wiley steps across the blue line. Trying to get the shot off. Knocked down. The puck bouncing around into the corner. Billy McQuaig after it. Throws the check. Master Polo picks it up behind the net. Whistles around the boards. Kept in nicely by Buffy Richards. Richards trying to feed it through the middle. The puck bouncing around. Poke check back out to center ice again. Buffy Richards back for it in his own end. 20 seconds left in the power play. Richards stops, starts to move it ahead. Feeds McQuaig on the right wing. McQuaig starts down the ice. Dumps it in the zone. They chase after it. Valenti out of his net to clear it around the boards. The puck takes a bounce out to center ice. Off the stick of Terry Healy, and that'll just about take care of the power play. Jeffrey with it, leaves it for McLean. McLean starts out. McLean steps by a check, feeds McQuaig. He goes by a check, takes it across. Here's McQuaig trying to whistle in the corner. Poke check, drops it to McLean at the point. Over on the other side, but stepping in and intercepting, and the puck comes back to center ice. Here comes breaking down the ice an opportunity. Juber's shot, nice save. The rebound comes right in front, and it's back to center ice and out. Here's Gugesberg picking it up. Big save by Jeffrey there. Circling in his own end. Gugesberg starts to move it. Gugesberg takes it across. Into the corner he goes. McLean on him. Takes it behind the net, trying to center. Goes all the way back to the point. Here's an opportunity. They fire it wide. Picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut overskates it. Leaves it for McLean. Back to center ice it comes. Here comes DeRushy. DeRushy breaking in, and he is really hooked. And the puck comes in behind the net. Gugesberg feeding it around the boards. Here's John Glenn. Glenn with it. Trying to cross the Massena blue line. Poke checked at the blue line. Trying to feed it through. Into the corner it goes. The puck comes free, picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut's headman pass goes to Hart. Hart trying to step around a check. He does. Here comes Hart. He's got Romeo with him. Over skates, stops, shovels it right in front. Romeo deflects it just wide. Now the puck around the boards. Back to the point. Chilton is upended on the play. The puck comes free and back out to center ice. Romeo after it. He throws a check. The puck's still bouncing around, and finally it's picked up there into the zone. McCarthy, he takes a whack at it, and the save made by Jeffrey. Leaves it for Page. Page over on the other side for Chilton. Whistles around the boards. Chilton poke checks it to center ice. And we're going to have a penalty there on Shenendehowa, I think.
Right. Shenendehowa picking up a penalty. That's Tony Eddy, I think, as he tripped Chilton. Chilton bringing the puck up on that right-hand side. And Eddy sort of just went down low and hit him by the knees and called for tripping. So Shenendehowa will pick up their fourth penalty in a row.
Massena's got to take advantage of these penalties here. 8:14 left to go in the second period. Still no score in the hockey game. 0-0. I think this is the longest we've seen one go scoreless this year, Reg.
I believe so. Yeah, I'm seeing this is their fourth power play of the afternoon. They can't really let these slide by. They're going to come back to haunt them if they do.
Healy with the center against McQuaig. The normal Massena power play out there. Well, not quite normal. Normal for this game. Off the face-off. The puck in the Massena end. Back there's Buffy Richards. Richards in behind the net. Headman pass goes to McQuaig. McQuaig breaking down the right sideline. Now he's just going to dump it. In the corner it goes. Wiley after it. Trying to control it. They jam. The puck bouncing around still. Master Polo and DeRushy go after it. Now the puck sliding along the board. Still free apparently. Healy steps in there. They poke for it. McQuaig can't control it. It's back out and back in the zone. A delay offsides called. And finally they'll have to call it as Gugesberg couldn't get it out. The faceoff will be just outside the Shenendehowa end with 57 seconds left in the power play.
You know, I think here's really where Massena misses Tommy Dion. He's a real steadying influence back on that, back in the defense. He controls the puck. His passes are great. They really miss him here in the power play.
He's up here in the press box. A couple times I'm seeing him there getting ready to jump onto the ice, Reg. He wants to be out there, but he can't. Off the faceoff. Here comes Wiley crossing the blue line. Takes a whack. Oh, the save by Valenti. He lost the puck. It comes behind the net. Now the puck in behind. They jam at it. Master Polo trying to backhand to Healy. It takes a funny bounce. They slide it right in front. Wiley shot to save the rebound. Oh, just over the net. They jam for it. The puck comes free in the corner. Gugesberg dumps it down the ice. And Massena, they came close that time.
Big chance for Massena on that, Jerry.
25 seconds in the power play. Here's Wiley. It jumps by him, and they wave the icing off. The puck comes in behind the net. Around the boards. Out to the blue line, out to center ice. Here's Buffy Richards. Over to Pete McLean again. McLean ahead to Wiley, across the blue line. Fakes it, goes to McQuaig. McQuaig breaking in, shot, score! Bill McQuaig!
I'm not sure they can hear us, Jerry. I don't think they can.
Big goal for Bill McQuaig and a beautiful shot.
Well, it was set up. I'll tell you, Wiley set up that play. I think the assist will go to Wiley and McLean. McLean threw the puck up to Wiley. And Wiley, I thought he was going to take a shot, but he saw McQuaig going down the middle, and he passed it off to McQuaig. That was not a power play goal. So Massena will go ahead, 1-0.
Bill McQuaig gets the goal.
We can't hear Joe Carroll because of the noise, but I'm sure it's McQuaig from Wiley and McLean.
1-0 Massena. 6:51 left in the second period. It will be Buffy Richards' line out there. Now we're going to have a change here as Helflich's line comes out for Shenendehowa. That kind of brought the crowd alive, didn't it?
Yeah, the crowd was sort of dead, but I'll tell you, that brought him around.
Here's Frigo dumping it into the zone of Shenendehowa. Back there is Healy. Healy trying to center it, and the puck comes to Helfrich. Helfrich out to center ice, slides by everybody, and back into the Massena zone after it is Dowd. Dowd trying to get by a check. The puck poke checks, and here comes Timmy Dowd making a nice play. Headman pass goes to Northrup. Jumped over a stick. He gets it anyway and feeds it in the zone. Nice play by Northrup. Puck in behind the net. Picked up there by Healy. Healy trying to go around on the other side to Spear. Spear over to Healy. Massena trying to do some forechecking here and having a little success for the first time in the game.
But they're only forechecking to one man.
That's right. Well, they know what Shenendehowa can do. And they're going to try to do it right there as they dump the puck. It went off a stick, so icing Jeffrey out of the net. Steers it into the corner. They jam at it. The puck comes free to Buffy Richards, and back comes Massena. Headman pass. Comes to the blue line. Spear with it. Feeding it right back to the Massena blue line. I think both contingents out there are a little bit tired right now. And here comes Frigo. Headman pass. Goes, and it's dumped by Northrup, and Massena will make a change as Romeo's line comes out there. Romeo in behind the net trying to forecheck. He jams after it, and the puck picked up there by Healy. Starts back the other way. Here comes Healy. Across the red line, across the blue line, takes it across offside. Helfrich ahead of the play. 5:26 left to go second period. Massena up 1-0.
Well, that's the first time this year I've seen Stan Moore's Red Raiders only forecheck one man. Most of the time they've been forechecking the wingers. This time they're forechecking the center man. I noticed the wingers are holding back and keeping the Shenendehowa winners right along the boards.
Cool's line out there against the Romeo line. Face off just outside the Massena end. They jam at it. Romeo pokes it ahead. Back into the zone. After it there is Nell. Nell feeding it ahead. They move it out to center ice. And Bobby Page just has it at his own line. Page to an off wing. The puck dumped back in the Massena end, but offsides again will be called as somebody ahead of the play. 5:12 left to play second period. Still 1-0 for the Raiders. Cool. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're going to have line changes again. And as the Bill McQuaig line comes out there, so does the Terry Healy line for Shenendehowa. 1-0 Massena leads here in the second period.
That was a power play goal.
Yeah.
Penalty net was not over. I didn't think it was. A power play goal for Massena. Be McQuaig from Wiley and McLean.
Right at the end of the power play.
Right. There's about 5-6 seconds left.
Off the faceoff, McQuaig wins the draw. Taken off his stick by Master Polo. Drops it to Gugesberg. Gugesberg trying to feed it ahead. They move it out to center ice. And down the left wing side, McCarthy dumps it in the Massena end. In behind the net, Jeffrey leaves it there. The puck comes free. Master Polo trying to wrap it around. The puck bounces the blue line. Gugesberg shot knocked down in front. They jam at it. And a good play by McQuaig, or Whalen rather. Yeah. And he's going to be called for tripping, I'm afraid. And the puck behind the net again. Here's Master Polo trying to move it around. And Massena trying to touch it. It comes in front. They jam at it. Jeffrey makes the save. We have a whistle. And now the whistle blows.
A couple pretty good saves there by Jeffries. The puck right in the middle. There was a delay penalty. That'll be a penalty coming to Whalen. He'll be going off for tripping.
So Massena will have to try to kill one off here with a very slim lead, 1-0. 4:37 left in the second period. Whalen will go off for tripping. And the face-off will come in the Massena end. Coming out will be Frigo and McLean. And I assume Northrup and Buffy Richards, yeah. So this is Shenendehowa's first power play here in the second period, isn't it?
Right.
Healy will take the face-off. The Healy line out there. Gugesberg and Healy, the other Healy on the points. Off the draw, the puck right in front of the net. Jeffrey jumps on it and gloves it. Puck took a weird bounce off the backboard and came right in front of the net, and Jeffrey jumped on it. Managed to burn off 2 seconds on the clock. He'll face it again to the left side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey. Off the draw, the puck comes to Master Polo, back to Gugesberg. Over on the other side, Healy intercepted the puck free right in front of that Polo shot. Nice save by Jeffrey. And Northrup with it, trying to move it along the boards. He jams for it. Healy has it. Back to the point. Poke checked around out to center ice. Gugesberg has to wait for his wings. Now dumps it in the corner. Puck around the boards. Northrup. Northrup overskates the puck into the corner. They move it around. Healy behind the net. Meant for Master Polo. Goes by him. Picked up by Healy again. To Master Polo. Back to Healy on the left side. Back to Master Polo. Trying to slide through. Healy shot. Oh, goes just wide as they had McCarthy on the corner. Now the puck comes free. McCarthy in behind the net, bouncing it around. They jam at it. Frigo is upended. Master Polo steps in, and the puck whistled around the boards. Moving it. They still move it along as Scott Healy goes back to the point. Here's Gugesberg faking the shot. Goes to Healy. Healy takes the shot. The save made. The rebound. Cleared down the ice.
Again, Greg Jeffrey coming up with a big save. Greg Jeffrey playing very, very well today.
Here comes Healy across the blue line. His pass intercepted, and DeRushy leaves it for McQuaig, who dumps it down the ice with 14 seconds left in the power play. 1-0, Massena leading here. 3:15 in the period. Here comes Healy up ice. Feeding it ahead, intercepted by Bill McQuaig. Back to DeRushy. DeRushy, who had broken his stick, couldn't pick up the puck, and the penalty is up to Whalen. The puck comes free to Bobby Page. To McQuaig. McQuaig steps by a check, or tries to. Gwynn takes him out of the play. The puck comes back to Gugesberg inside his own end. Here's Gugesberg. Head man to Glenn, and Glenn starts the other way. Going to dump it. Jeffrey stops side of the net. Shot was not on. It comes to Page behind his own end. Page circles the other way. Starts out. Head man pass intercepted. Here's an opportunity for Shenendehowa. They can't get the shot off, though, and they're going to just dump it in the corner. Back behind the net, Chilton. The puck goes by him. Wiley picks it up, drops it for Chilton, and Chilton starts back the other way. Chilton's head man pass on the stick of DeRushy. DeRushy across the blue line, trying to slide it through. It's intercepted. Back to the Massena blue line and out to center ice. And we're going to have a penalty. And who's it going to be on? Shenendehowa, I think.
Both.
No, Chilton.
Jobert going off as Chilton sort of wrapped his arms right around Jobert's shoulders, so Shenendehowa will be on the power play again.
2:13 left to go. It's going to go against Chilton, I believe. And with 2:13 left in the period, Massena leading 1-0. Yeah, it is Chilton. He'll come over and serve. And so, right back on the power play is Shenendehowa. They came very close that last time, Reg.
They really did. Tell you, Jeffrey looking real steady. He seems to be sure of himself in that. He's made some good saves. He made 9 saves in the first period. He's had about 8 here in the second period.
Buffy Richards and Scott Northrup back out there. And the same contingent for Shenendehowa. Off the face-off, Richards wins it and dumps it deep in the Shenendehowa end. Back there is Scott Healy for the Plainsmen. Healy leaves it now for Terry Healy. Back to the other Healy, Scott. Now back to Terry Healy. Starts down the ice. Master Polo takes it across, drops it for Healy. Goes back to Gugesberg, over to the other Healy. The Scott Healy back to Gugesberg. Gugesberg to Terry Healy, the shot. The save made, the rebound. Master Polo, another short side save. And the puck comes in behind the net. Now it slides back to the blue line. A couple of big saves for Greg Jeffrey. In behind the net, Master Polo to McCarthy. McCarthy to Scott Healy. Healy back to Gugesberg. The big shot through the screen. The save made. Frigo takes a whack at it. They jam at it. Puck comes in behind the net. 45 seconds in the power play. Now the puck, McCarthy dropping it. Here's the short side shot. And we're going to have a penalty. And I think, is it going to go against Massena? Wait a minute.
I'm not sure the penalty. I think it's going against Frigo. Frigo coming over. Cross-check.
Yep.
Not really a good time to get a penalty.
So now Shenendehowa will have a 2-man advantage. 1-0, Massena leading here. 1:19 left to go in the second period. So now Massena really with a tough job ahead of them, as they have to try to keep it out of the net with 2 men down for the next 36 seconds. That's a lot of time.
It sure is. Let's see, sends Peter McLean out there, Bobby Page, and Billy McQuaig up front.
Got to win that face-off, I think. Off the draw, it comes to Page. He takes a whack at it and dumps it down the ice. And it rolls right on. Valenti has to make the save. Got to win that face-off.
The secret there was Billy McQuaig getting that face-off.
That's right. 25 seconds left. The puck comes down the ice. Healy with it. Feeding it to Gugesberg. Gugesberg takes it across. In behind the net. The puck whistles around to Healy. 14 seconds left. Back out to center ice. As just a bad pass by Healy with 9 seconds left in the double power play. Gugesberg dumps it. Goes in the corner. Page takes a whack at it. The puck takes a bounce. Gugesberg tries to keep it in. Bounces back to the blue line. One of the penalties is up. Hard check thrown by Chilton. He gets the puck, feeds Page. Page feeds it for McQuaig. McQuaig whistles for it. Finds the hole and dumps it into the crowd.
Well, it's all right. You get a whistle anyway on that. As McQuaig had the puck, but he had 2 guys right on him, Jerry. All he wanted to do was get rid of the puck. Try to throw it down the ice when in the crowd. Face-off will be back just inside the Massena blue line. McQuaig pretty tired out there anyway, wanting to get a change. 1 penalty is gone. There's still 43 seconds now in the penalty to leave free goal. 32 seconds to go in the second period. Massena leads 1-0.
Face-off will come just inside the Massena zone. Helfrich out there. I was wondering when they're going to have to change that line. Off the draw, the puck dumped deep in the Massena end. Chilton trying to take a whack at it, instead decides to move it in behind the net. Chilton, he's still got the puck. Now he's going to motor it out, trying to get it out to center ice. And it is out to center ice off the stick of Northrup. 18 seconds in the period. Now back in the other way they come. Here's Gugesberg trying to go through the middle. He gets a shot on. Jeffrey makes the save. Puck comes in behind the net with 10 seconds left in the period. Back to the point. Gugesberg fakes the shot. Dumps it in behind the net. 4 seconds. Quite right in front. Bouncing around into the corner. There's the period right there.
Ooh,
and Massena did a whale of a job killing off those penalties.
I tell you, that puck came bouncing out there. And I tell you, Buffy Richards just swung at that puck, throwing it over in the corner. And Massena, I think, has got just a little bit of relief, leading 1-0. And I tell you, Shenendehowa had their chances, Jerry, in that period. Massena really fortunate, I think, to be on the end of a 1-0 league. I'll tell you, the man of the hour as far as I'm concerned.
McQuaig will be out there to take the face-off. He'll be out there with DeRushy and Page and McLean. And we're just about set for the drop of the puck in the start of the third period. Off the draw. McQuaig wins the face-off, gets it back to the blue line, into the zone, picked up by Scott Healy. Headman pass goes to McCarthy. 5 seconds in the power play. McCarthy takes it across on the off wing, in behind the net. He stops. The penalty is up. Massena a full contingent. They score right in front. They shoot. The save by Jeffrey, and he covers it up. Big save right in front of the net.
I'll tell you, there's another big save by Greg Jeffrey. He's in the spot, just the right man at the right spot at the right time, I'll tell you.
A big opportunity for Master Polo there. Nice pass from Healy, but the shot was off, and Jeffrey made the save and controlled the bouncing puck. The penalty is up, and we're back to full strength.
All even.
Healy will face off against McQuaig. Off the draw, quick shot again, high over the net. Puck goes in behind the net, Wiley after it. Drops it for Peter McLean. McLean starts out, circles. Picked up a forechecker, Master Polo. Now he goes over to DeRushy. DeRushy has it poke-checked away by Healy. Healy trying to move it in front. Here's a shot. They fired it just wide. Again, an opportunity for Shenendehowa. Now McLean with it. Stops. Moves it ahead to Wiley. Wiley feeds McQuaig. Here's McQuaig for DeRushy. A little bit too far. That'll be an icing call.
All right, McQuaig not over the center red line. He just had about another stride to go. He would have been over, but as it was, it'll be a icing call. Face-off back, Massena end.
1-0 Massena leading. We played 50 seconds here in the third period. Shenendehowa has come close here a couple of times early in the period.
They sure have. They could have, I'll tell you, they could have 2 or 3 goals very, very easy.
Helfrich will be out there now against Buffy Richards. Face off, right side, off the draw. They drop it back to the point. Spear trying to keep it in, goes into the corner. Poke checked around. Timmy Dowd picks it up, starts out. Trying to feed it ahead for Buffy Richards. Richards has it poke checked away. The bouncing puck picked up by Dowd. Comes to the blue line, and it's Glenn with it. Lynn on the offhand goes back in behind the Massena net. After it, Robbie Chilton. Chilton tying it up in the corner. They poke it around. It comes free to Bobby Page. Here's Page trying to go ahead to Northrup. Intercepted. Page gets it right back again. Here's Page. Has it poke checked away. They jam at it. Page falls on top of it. And we'll have a face-off in the Massena zone to the right side of goaltender Greg Jeffrey.
Massena having a tough time getting out of their own end here, Jerry. With about a minute and a half gone in the third period.
Helfrich will face it off against Buffy Richards again. And we've seen that puck take some really strange bounces here, both ways this evening. Off the draw, the puck in behind the net. Robbie Chilton with it. Chilton trying to step by a check, takes it behind the net. Stops. Looking to go around the boards for Northrup. Northrup trying to move it out. The puck bouncing around, goes behind the net. We're going to have a controlling hand pass called, and we'll face it off again, this time outside the zone, as that was called against Shenendehowa.
And Shenendehowa is doing the same thing in Massena. They're covering our wings, and of course we're trying to go up the boards, and it's rather difficult to go up the boards when somebody is covering the wings. That's where you miss a Tommy Dion that can take that puck and come up the middle. He can lug it out up the middle, right?
Cool will face it off against Romeo off the draw. The puck back in the Massena zone. Jeffrey has to make a save, and Frigo clears it around the boards. Peter McLean trying to move it out of there, kept in. They jam at it, comes free again behind the net. Peter McLean picks it up. Around the boards he goes. Spear steps in, feeds it into the corner. Back to the point. Here's Spear, dumps it to an open wing. Goes in behind the net. They jam at it, comes in the slot, and it's picked up there by Frigo. Frigo gets it out to center ice. Here comes Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to slide it ahead. Poke checked away. Cool back the other way. Here's Cool across the blue line. He stops. Intercepted. Puck bouncing back, and it's poke checked out to center ice. Here comes Hart. 2-on-1 with Hurlbut. Hart takes it across. Feeds Hurlbut in the slot. Hurlbut shot. Score! Kenny Hurlbut! Talk about the third line coming through.
I'll tell you, Hart made that pass. So Hart, I'll tell you, he hustled all the way down on that left side. He went down, picked the puck up, went all the way down over. And I'll tell you one thing, when he went down, Jerry, he looked over in the right-hand side. A lot of times they won't look. This time he looked over, he saw Kenny Hurlbut, and he threw that pass all the way over to Hurlbut. As he did, the goalie went way, he gave him too much net. He gave him a lot of net. So Hurlbut gets the goal, assist going to Hart. I'll tell you, big goal. Big goal. Massena goes ahead 2-0.
Shenendehowa is going to call a timeout.
And Stan Moore, I guess, needed them today, and really that's the first shift they've been out here in the third period. And Massena goes ahead 2-0. I'll tell you, big goal right there. That's a real big goal. Shenendehowa really, going to have to buckle down now. Although we got a lot of time, we got 12:35 to go in the third period. Massena on top. 2-0.
That's got to be a big lift for the Red Raiders.
Oh, it sure has. Oh.
And for Greg Jeffrey, who's played so well in the Massena nets. Ken Hurlbut gets the goal.
It gives him a little bit of breathing room. Not a lot, but a little bit.
Billy McQuaig's line out there. McQuaig will face it off against Terry Healy. And I think we're ready now. They had to make some adjustments to the net, as Valeni knocked it off after that goal went in. I don't think he was too happy about that.
No, I don't believe so.
Off the face-off. The puck back to Gugelsberg. Over on the other side to Scott Healy, feeding it up along the boards. Intercepted by Bobby Page. Pokes it ahead. Master Polo trying to feed in the zone. It comes back out. No, it doesn't come out. Here comes an opportunity for Shenendehowa. They cross it right across, and the puck comes back into the face-off circle. Picked up by McCarthy, loses to Chilton. Here's Chilton starting out left side. Trying to slide it ahead. Intercepted. The puck comes free. Are we going to have a penalty? I believe it.
Got a penalty.
They're going to call DeRushy for tripping.
Right.
So Mark goes into the penalty box for tripping. And the face-off will be in the Massena end. 2-0. The Raiders lead it. Shenendehowa going back on the power play here.
It's their sixth power play of the night, Gary. I tell you, I don't know. You can only go to the well too many times, maybe.
Well, that's it. Buffy Richards and Scott Northrup will be out there. The Healy line stays right out. McLean and Frigo will be the defensemen. Off the face-off. Puck back to the blue line. Guggesberg fakes the shot. Now he doesn't. He passes it off. It's Healy with it. Terry Healy. Back to Guggesberg. The quick shot deflected. Oh, just wide. Jeffrey jumps on it. As McCarthy got a stick on it just wide.
McCarthy did get the stick on it, and he tried to deflect it behind him, and he did, but it went just wide, and then it came out to the side of the net, and Greg Jeffrey pounces on the puck, forcing a face-off.
1:20 left in the power play. Off the face-off, back to Healy. Healy over to Guggesberg. Guggesberg at his own blue line. Now they're at the Massena blue line. His pass intercepted, kept in at the point. It goes into the corner. Peter McLean with it. Picking up the bouncing puck, steers it into the corner, looking to tie it up, actually. And the puck still bouncing around, back to the blue line. They jam at it, and it comes back to Guggesberg. He takes the shot, deflected wide. Puck in behind the net, McCarthy. McCarthy trying to go out. Here's Healy. That's Scott Healy. Healy back to Guggesberg. Guggesberg over to the other Healy right in front, and the save by Jeffrey. The puck whistling around. Back to the point. Guggesberg fakes the shot again. Takes it to the blue line. Now he gets the shot off. Knocked down. Goes into the corner. Frigo takes a whack at it. Feeds it ahead to Northrup. And he gets it out to center ice. Did the whistle blow? I guess it did. I think it went a Massena player on the bench.
Into the Massena bench. And, of course, the whistle blew. Face-off just outside the Massena blue line. 32 seconds in the penalty to Mark DeRuschi of Massena. Shenendehowa on their 6th power play of the afternoon.
Let's see here. Richards and Northrup are going to stay out there, as that gave them a little bit of a rest. Off the face-off. Richards can't control it. McCarthy dumps it deep in the Massena territory. Picking it up. Peter McLean. McLean around the boards for Frigo. Frigo looking to tie it up. They jam at it, and it's whistled dead. And the face-off. Frigo did a good job to tie that one up.
Good job by both McLean and by Frigo back there. And Frigo finally getting the puck along the boards, tying it up, wasting seconds on the penalty. 17 seconds to go now on the penalty to DeRuschi.
And they're going to make a change out there for Shenendehowa, as Helfrich's line will come out there. Although the face-off will be taken by Glenn. Richards stays out for the draw. 2-0, Massena leads off the face-off. The puck back to the blue line. It comes over to Spear. He winds his shot. It's knocked down in front. They jam at it. And the puck in behind the net to Peter McLean. McLean looks for the hole and finds it with 5 seconds left in the power play. In behind the net. After it is Northrup. Northrup looking just to tie it up in the corner. The penalty is up. Massena back to full strength. DeRuschi steals the puck in front. Shoots. Saved by Valeni. The puck comes free into the corner. They jam at it. And the puck back to the blue line. Northrup takes a whack at it. We're going to have a cross-checking. And I think it's going to go against DeRuschi again.
DeRuschi's going back in. Oh, hit from behind.
Hit from behind. And Massena will have to kill off another penalty here. Face-off will be just outside the Shenendehowa blue line. Healy's line back out there. Let's see here. Buffy Richards comes back out, along with Northrup, Page, and Chilton. Off the draw. Richards wins it, dumps it deep in the Shenendehowa, and it's Guggesberg with it. Feeds it around behind the net. Here comes Healy, moving it out. That's Scott Healy. Dumps it in the Massena end. Puck whistles in behind the net. Bobby Page after throws the check. The puck comes free to Master Polo. He goes back to Healy. Healy back to Guggesberg, back to Healy. Healy with it, dumps it in behind the net. Here's Guggesberg, centering pass, comes right in front. Nobody gets a shot off. Into the corner it goes. They jam at it there. Hard check thrown. Puck comes free, Master Polo, feeding it to Healy. Healy moving it up along the boards, back to the point. Guggesberg, quick shot, deflected just wide. I think Jeffrey got a piece of it. And the puck comes free in the corner. After it, McCarthy. McCarthy trying to center it. The puck behind the net. And it's picked up there by McCarthy again. Centering pass comes right in front. They jam at it. 39 seconds left. Massena making a change now. Northrup right back out on the ice. The puck in behind the net for Master Polo. He's got it trying to center right in front. They fire it just wide. Master Polo with it. In behind the net now. He feeds it to Scott Healy. Healy back to Guggesberg. Over on the other side to Healy. Healy centers it. It's deflected back to Guggesberg. His shot knocked down. And the puck, no, it's whistled dead. We're going to have a penalty.
A slashing call to Shenendehowa, I believe.
No?
It's got to be against Massena. I'm not sure who that's on. Nobody's coming over to the box. I believe it's on Massena, however.
I hate to say this, Reg, but this looks very familiar to last year.
I did not see that one at all. It happened in front of the net. It might be called on Chilton. Nobody wants to admit to the slashing. It's on the Massena side, so definitely a penalty to Massena. Massena now will be down 2 men for at least 18 seconds.
So, let's see here. Who is the penalty on? Scott Northrup, I guess.
No, Northrup going off.
Healy will take the face-off against Richards. Off the draw, the puck comes back to Healy. That's Scott Healy at the point. Over to Gugasberg. Gugasberg, the shot hits the goalpost. Puck bouncing around in front, fired high over the net. And it's controlled again by Shenendehowa. Back to the point. Scott Healy with it. Over to Gugasberg. He winds, fakes the shot. Goes back to Scott Healy. His shot's bouncing around. It comes back to the blue line. Durushi is out. He throws a check. Here comes Durushi. 2-on-1. Mark Durushi down the ice, breaking in on the right wing side. He can't get the shot off. The puck comes free behind the net. A minute left in the other penalty. So Massena killed the two-man advantage. Here comes Master Polo. Master Polo taken out of the play by Frigo. The puck comes free behind the net. Frigo after it, trying to feed it down the ice. It bounces to the blue line, kept in there by Gugasberg. His shot deflected just wide. Back out the other way to Scott Healy. Healy trying to feed it in the corner. They jam at it. Durushi trying to get it on the backhand. Gugasberg keeps it in, feeding it over on the other side to Healy. That's Terry Healy. Back to Gugasberg. His shot high over the net. The puck comes free in the corner. And it comes to Durushi. Here's Durushi behind the net, looking to tie it up. They jam at it, and the puck comes free. Another hard check thrown, and it's picked up by Terry Healy. Here's Terry Healy in the face-off circle. We have a whistle and a holding call on Shenendehowa.
Yep. That's number 10, McCarthy, I think, going off on a holding call. So Shenendehowa will finally get a man in the box.
7:56 left to go in the third period. 16 seconds in the Massena penalty. As McCarthy goes off for holding, and the face-off will move outside the Massena end.
That's 8 power play advantages that Shenendehowa's had. I'm sure they're shocked, disappointed, whatever you want to say. They come in here with a real vaunted power play, but unable to score. Of course, that time they hit the pipes, Gary.
They did everything but score again.
They really have.
Glenn will be out there with Jubert, Gugasberg, and who is the other defenseman coming out? That'll be John Spear. 7:56, just about halfway through the third period. They jam at it off the face-off, and it's into the Massena end. Back there is Bobby Page. Page trying to move it along the boards, has it poke check, comes back for it. Page trying to go around the other side, taken away. The puck steered into the corner, and here comes Billy McQuaig with it.
Okay, Massena in the power play now.
Leaves it for Chilton. It's dumped back in the Massena end, as the Raiders do go on the power play here. And they would dearly love to pop one in right here. Coming up along the blue line.
Put it away.
Here's McQuaig, and he can't quite control it. It's dumped back into the Massena end. It goes around behind the net for Bobby Page. Page stops. Over to Chilton. Chilton trying to control it. Now he's going to start to carry it, feeding McQuaig. McQuaig steps by a check. Here comes McQuaig, taking it across himself. Into the corner he goes. He's still got the puck in behind the net, trying to get by a check. The puck slides along the boards. Durushi jams at it, and he and Gugasberg sparring for it. The puck comes free behind the net with 25 seconds left in the Massena power play. Poking around, it's Chris Wiley. Wiley free behind the net now, trying to get it out to Durushi. Here's Durushi back to Wiley. It goes to McQuaig's side of the net. McQuaig with it. Back to Peter McLean. McLean winds the shot. Save! And the rebound into the corner with 8 seconds left in the power play. Now around on the other side. Chris Wiley with it. Goes back to Peter McLean at the point. McLean off the boards to McQuaig. Bounces by him. Wiley back to McQuaig. Here's McQuaig looking to move it. Back to the point. Peter McLean with it. Back to McQuaig, and it goes off the ice surface, off his stick. And the face-off will come in the Shenendehowa end with 6:17 left to play in the third period. Massena up 2-0.
Well, we're not quite nail-biting time, but it's getting that much for Shenendehowa. Massena's two-goal league looking pretty good right now, but there's still really a lot of time to go.
The Shenendehowa team's explosive, so I wouldn't put this one in the books just yet.
No, not yet.
Richards line out there off the face-off. The puck goes to an open wing, and it's cleared out to center. Well, no, it went off the official. Now it's controlled. Here comes Healy. Healy, the defenseman, dumps it in the Massena end. It comes free behind the net. Peter McLean with it. Trying to whistle it around the boards. It comes to Dowd. Dowd steps by a check. Takes it in behind the net. His puck is stolen. The puck comes free. Here's Shenendehowa with an opportunity. McCarthy can't find the puck. Has to feed it in behind the net. They jam at it, and Timmy Dowd has it. Dowd taken out of the play. Here comes Master Polo. Back to the blue line. Healy trying to feed it through. They jam at it. Puck comes free right in front of the net, picked up by Northrup. And we're going to have another penalty on Massena. Timmy Dowd will get called for interference. So Shenendehowa goes back on the power play with 5:38 left to play in the third period. Massena's been down most of this third period, Reg.
Massena's had 11 penalties so far in the game.
And let's see, they're going to send out Richards and Northrup, Chilton and Page. 2-0 Massena. This is a big one right here, Reg. Kill this one off. Off the face-off, here comes Northrup. Jetting for it, he's going to have a breakaway. Northrup comes right in front, shoots, score! Short-handed goal for Scott Northrup.
We can hardly hear ourselves thinking here, Jared. It's as loud as I've seen it in many, many years. I tell you, Scotty Northrup, if anybody deserves that, he has killed off penalties all year long, and that time got a breakaway. He went right down the middle, put a little fake to the left, went right, put it right between the legs of Valente. That's 3-0. Massena's ahead. Short-handed goal by Scotty Northrup.
Big, humongous goal there for Massena. 5:32 left to play. And are they going to make a, I don't know what we're going to see here. Scott Northrup gets the goal. And Shenendehowa will still be on the power play here. 5:32 left to go in the third period. Massena leads it 3-0.
Yeah, that's what can happen on a good forechecker and quick like Northrup. You can get a breakaway, and that's what happened. He got a clean breakaway and scored.
First time we've seen a shorthanded goal in quite some time.
I believe so.
Here's Gugesberg, feeding it deep in the Massena end. Jeffrey stops it behind the net, leaves it for Bobby Page. Page over skates. The puck comes free. Here's Master Polo with it. Back to the point. Gugesberg shot knocked down in front. Bounces back to the blue line. Here's Healy with it. Healy trying to feed it in the corner to McCarthy. In behind the net. Here's an opportunity for Master Polo. Goes back to Healy halfway out. Healy moves it. Looking to pass. Healy goes back to the blue line. Gugesberg fakes the shot. Goes over to the other Healy. Healy trying to move it through. Page gets a piece of it, and they're pulling their goaltender. Now it goes over on the other side. Here's an opportunity. Puck poke checked away and free behind the net. Northrup picks it up. We have a whistle. What do we have?
I'm not sure. The referee slashing
call.
Lead, and I'm not sure who that's on.
I think it's going to go on Massena. Well, if it's been like the rest of the game, it'll go on Massena.
Chilton skating toward the box. It could be on Robbie Chilton, I guess, right?
A 3-minute double minor they called on him. 3-0 the score. Massena leads with 4:42 left. So Massena will be 2 men down again.
Double minor.
Slashing the call. So Massena again with her back to the wall. This time 34 seconds, a double man disadvantage. And Stan Moore is going to call a timeout.
All right, good time for a timeout, and Massena will be down 2 men. Chilton in the box for 3 minutes, and also Dowd still in there for 34 seconds. I'm sure Stan Moore wants to give some time for his penalty killers. They've been out there I don't know how many times here. I think this is the 9th power play of the afternoon for Shenendehowa, and I'll tell you, they've done everything but put the puck in the net. Well, that last time, Massena really had their box out there if they played that well, killing off that power play. The box didn't break down. You had the 2 forwards in there, and then the 2 defensemen back, and then, of course, you got Greg Jeffrey. He's the last man.
So, Massena will be 2 men down again for a long time, this time 34 seconds, and a double minor to Rob Chilton. So, Massena really again with problems, 3-0 lead here, but center Greg Jeffrey. Let's see who are we going to have out there. Frigo, McLean, and a forward, Buffy Richards. Richards to take the face-off.
This is almost shades of last year where they were down 2 men a number of times.
Off the face-off, Gugesberg winds, the shot deflected, goes wide, and McLean is knocked down, gets it back to the blue line and out to center ice. 4.5 left to go in the third period, 20 seconds in the first penalty to Massena. Here comes Gugesberg down the ice. He's going to dump it in. Puck comes free behind the net. After it there, Peter McLean just looking to tie it up. They jam at it, and the puck pokes free. It goes around to the other side. 2 seconds, 1 second. Buffy Richards trying to get a piece of it. One of the penalties up, and the puck goes down deep in the Shenendehowa zone. Gugesberg with 4 minutes to play. 2:20 left in the Robbie Chilton penalty. Double minor, we might mention. Here's Healy. Healy with it at his own blue line. Trying to feed it ahead to the other Healy, who just whistles it deep in the Massena end. Puck all the way back to Gugesberg at the point. Gugesberg trying to feed it through. Here's Healy again. Healy taking it in behind the net, trying to wrap it around right in front. Jeffrey makes the save and holds on.
I can't believe with a 2-man advantage that Shenendehowa would dump the puck like they did. Usually with a 2-man advantage, you try to get it in the zone, keep control of the puck and then set up. But even with a 2-man advantage, they continued to dump the puck. I'm sure that's their game plan. I'll tell you one thing, they're sticking with it. Right or wrong, they're sticking with it.
3:38 left to play in the third period. 1:56 in the Chilton penalty. 3-0, Massena leading. Let's see here. Richards is going to take the face-off against Healy. Off the draw. The fade, it comes back to Gugesberg at the point. Here's Gugesberg trying to slide it through the middle. Here's Healy, shot deflected, goes into the corner. Now into the corner, Master Polo with it, behind the net. It's Healy. Healy trying to feed it through. McCarthy slides it right in front. They jam at it. Northrup picks it up. Northrup takes it to center ice, dumps it to an open wing, goes after it, but he can't quite catch up with it. And the puck comes free behind the net. We have a whistle, and it's a penalty against Shenendehowa. And that'll even things up here.
Got a high stick call against Shenendehowa.
We're down to 3:14 left to play in the third period. Massena leading 3-0. And the faceoff will come to the left of goaltender Valeni. Let's see here. McQuaig and DeRushy will be out there. And on defense, Page and Frigo. So high sticking the call. So it's 4-on-4, plus the goaltenders. McQuaig will face off against Joubert. Off the draw, puck to Rushy, back to Frigo. He winds his shot. Oh, hit the goalpost! And the puck comes to DeRushy. Feeds McQuaig, back to Frigo. Winds again, the shot right on the rebound. Right in front, DeRushy shoots the save, the rebound, they jam at it. And the puck comes into the corner. Picked up by DeRushy. He can't control it. Here comes an opportunity for Shenendehowa. And they're going to dump it again. I don't know why. In behind the net, Page whistles it around for DeRushy. DeRushy, his pass is intercepted. It comes behind the net. Picked up there by Gugesberg right in front, and the puck poke check back to the blue line with 2:40 left to play. Now they clear it right in front. Here's a shot, the save made by Jeffrey. The puck comes free behind the net with 2.5 left to play. In behind the net, it's Gugesberg again, trying to wrap it around. It comes free into the corner. Back there to pick it out, Joubert feeds it around behind the net, and the puck comes free to Bobby Page. Page moving it along the board. Back out to McQuaig. And what are we going to have?
Rushy is hurt. He was hit along the boards. He's laying on the ice. There was a hard check over along the boards. There was
another penalty on Shenendehowa.
There is a penalty call, but I'm not sure. Joubert going.
Shenendehowa has got a couple of men in the box now.
They've got two men in the box, both Spear and Joubert.
And with 2:17 left, Massena leads 3-0. And DeRushy is still down. I would say the possibility of a major exists here, Reg. The referee's coming over to check on DeRushy.
Spear and Joubert both going off. I'm not sure. No call have been made. All right, Spear going off for a minute and a half. Given the penalties yet, so I'm not sure what Joubert got.
Well, there's a 3-minute to Joubert, I think.
Okay, Joubert gets the 3-minute. The 3-minute goes up first.
So it's going to be 4-on-3, right? Yeah, 4-on-3, plus the goaltenders. Massena on the power play here. 2:17 left. The Raiders lead at 3-0. Richards takes the face-off. Off the draw, they blow it dead. Somebody moves, so they'll do it all over again. We'll face it off again. Face off again. McCarthy against Buffy Richards. Off the draw. They jam at it. Where's the puck? Richards controls it. He starts out. Takes it across the line. Here comes Richards trying to slide it through. Goes into the corner. Back there, picking it up is Gugesberg. Gugesberg being bothered by Richards. Turns it around. 2 minutes left to play. Feeding it ahead out to center ice. Here's Pete McLean with it. Over on the other side for Lee Frigo. Frigo steps across the blue line. Just dumps it in the corner. 7 seconds left in the first Massena penalty. And I think they're going to be 2 men up after that. Is that right?
Right, they'll be 2 men up as Shenendehowa is on the delay.
Now they are 2 men up.
Massena's 2 men up.
Now the puck poke checked away by Northrup. Northrup coming back with Richards. 2-on-1. Northrup into the corner trying to center it. Gugesberg blocks it. The puck comes free to Gugesberg. Behind the net, feeding it around the boards. Frigo keeps it in, winds. A shot deflected high over the net and into the wall, actually. And so the faceoff will come right at the point where the puck left the ice. That's just outside the top of the faceoff circle. 1:26 left to play in the third period. 3-0, Massena leading. Dave Romeo's out there now. No, wait a minute. Yeah, Dave Romeo out there with McQuaig and Wiley. So I guess we may not see DeRushy. Face-off just inside the Shenendehowa end. Puck is dropped off the draw. Comes back out to center ice. Page going after it. And he feeds it over. And back comes Robbie Chilton. Chilton just dumps it deep in the Shenendehowa end with 1:14 left. Behind the net. They try to go down the ice. And we have a whistle. I don't know what the whistle's for.
The whistle blew, and I'm still not sure what the reason for the whistle. One referee over by the blocks.
1:10 left to play in the third period. 3-0 Massena.
Shenendehowa still 2 men in the penalty box. Massena still in the power play.
Now Eddie is coming over to get in the box.
Shenendehowa, another penalty.
That'll move the faceoff back in their own end.
Too many men on the ice.
Yep. So Massena with a 2-man advantage here with 1:10 left, and they will be a 2-man advantage unless they score for the rest of the game. Is that right? I think so. David Romeo back to the point. Here's Page, winds a shot. Goes wide into the corner. Right in front it comes to McQuaig. McQuaig with it, 1:02 now. McQuaig back to the blue line. Page winds a shot. Oh, he fired it just wide. Puck whistles around the boards, and it's controlled by Shenendehowa as they move down the ice with 50 seconds left. They pull their goaltender. Trying to slide the puck in the zone, picked up by Chris Wiley. Wiley starts to move it out. We've got a 3-on-2. Wiley, head man pass, goes to David Romeo, gets by him, and the puck back out to center ice. There's nobody. Now he's back in the net. We have a whistle. What's that whistle for? What?
The whistle blew.
Too many men on the ice again.
Too many men on the ice again. They still have 2 men in the box. In fact, they got 4 men skating around. There's no doubt about that one, Jerry. Actually, it took the referees, I think, quite a while to see it. They were skating with 4 men. There's 2 men. In fact, there's 3 men in the penalty box. They're still on the delay. So it'll be another penalty to Shenendehowa for too many men on the ice.
Well, you know something. Even if they tie it up, they'll be in penalties so long, Reg, that Massena will be on constant power play.
Regardless of what happens, they're going to be skating two men short for the rest of the game. I'll tell you, there's so much noise in there, it's hard for us to hear the whistle. I'm sure it's hard for the players to also hear the whistle.
33 seconds left in the third period. Massena up 3-0.
They skated with too many men on the ice for about 20 seconds or more.
Well, of course, Stanley would have a good reason to say that goal shouldn't be allowed.
Right.
28 seconds left. They move it around. Buffy Richards, Peter McLean, the shot right on. Valenti makes the save and leaves it for Healy with 20 seconds left to play. Here comes Healy trying to feed it down the ice. Healy dumps it right on Jeffrey. Frigo picks it up behind the net. 10 seconds left to play in the third period. I guess I can say 10 seconds in the hockey game, can I, Reg?
You sure can.
Here comes Frigo, winds the shot, and Valenti makes the save. Massena wins it 3-0. Boy, I'll tell you, that is a huge win for Massena.
I tell you, they had to work for it, though.
Oh, I guess they did.
It sure wasn't handed to them in any kind of a silver platter because Shenendehowa came in here to play hockey, and I'll tell you, as far as I'm concerned, the difference was Shenendehowa's inability to score on their power play. They had, I think, 10 power play advantages, unable to score 1 power play goal, and I think really that was the difference. And also, especially in the first 2 periods, Greg Jeffries, he got to be our #1 star. He wasn't really tested that much, I don't think, in the third period, Jerry, but the first 2 periods really tested, keeping Shenendehowa off the scoreboard. Of course, Massena wins it 3-0 out there, keeping Shenendehowa. I wouldn't be surprised. No, see, Rome beat them 5-0.
Right.
In one of their losses. That's only the second time they've been whitewashed this game out there. A good win for Massena Red Raiders, for Stan Moore and for Billy Reed. This year, they will get a chance to go to the finals next week, as well as we will, Jerry. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
Down in Glens Falls, of course, last year they were beaten by the same Shenendehowa team 4-3, but I'm sure Stan Moore told his guys, hey, we don't want that to happen, 2 years in a row. And they really played well.
And they were playing under a lot of adversity. The fact that Tommy Dion is out.
That's right.
They certainly played the game of the season tonight, or this afternoon
they
here.
Really did. Give me those goals. First Massena goal coming in the second period. There was no scoring in the first period. That second period, Billy McQuaig coming up with his goal, first goal, with assist going to Wiley and McLean. Then in the third period, Kenny Hurlbut picked up his goal, only goal of the game, assist going to Hart, and a second assist to McLean. McLean got 2 assists in the night. And then the third goal, a real nice goal, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy, when Scotty Northrup, killing the penalty, went in all alone on a shorthanded, unassisted goal, and he put that right between the legs of Ralph Valenti, who was in net for Shenendehowa this afternoon. A real nice win, a real good, well-deserved win by Massena. I'll tell you, though, they really had to work for it today.
Boy, they did. You know, that 3-0 is really not an indication of the game at all, Reg.
It really isn't.
You know, Shenendehowa, they did everything but score many, many times in those first 2 periods.
I've got my unofficial saves. I've got Greg Jeffries for 23, Ralph Valenti for 13. That's, like I say, it's unofficial, but I think it's pretty close. Shenendehowa did outshoot Massena. Of course, a lot of that came because of their 10 power plays, that they were getting a lot of shots on Massena, but really, they're just their inability to score on a power play. I think really gave Massena a win, and then Massena, of course, picked up their goals. 1 goal in the second period, 2 goals in the third period. Our #1 star, Greg Jeffries, absolutely.
No question about it. Greg Jeffrey with quite a game in net for Massena. And the whole team, the entire team played very, very well under quite a bit of adversity. A lot of penalties. They had to kill off. How many penalties? My goodness.
10.
10 penalties.
10 power plays. The total penalties in the game, Massena had 12 penalties, Shenendehowa 11, but actually the last 3 penalties were for too many men on the ice, I think. For Shenendehowa, of course, a little bit of frustration maybe out there and mix up. They got to be frustrated with that power play.
I guess so. Especially the way they moved the puck around on the power play.
Yeah. Of course, you know, they kept it to the outside. They never really tried to get that puck to the inside, but just like that, I'm sure it was their game plan, just like the game plan of dumping the puck. They had a 2-man advantage a couple times. They had control of the puck. They dumped the puck. To me, you don't give the opportunity for the opposition to get control of the puck. The secret, I think, to the game is, hey, control the puck.
That's right.
Especially in a power play.
That's right. Especially when you're 2 men up.
Yeah, and you're 2 men up. I just can't. I can't understand. Why they do that. Their strategy, but well, we're not coaches, I guess, Jerry.
No. So big win for the Massena Red Raiders.